Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on WWE Raw 24th of April 2017. We kick off the show with Chris Jericho making his way to the ring. He welcomes everyone to a monumental highlight reel because it will be the final highlight reel on Raw. He said he'll beat Kevin Owens on Sunday, become the United States Champion, and then go to SmackDown. Whether it's SmackDown, Raw, or Southpaw Regional Wrestling, the people have always been behind him. You are his pals, his buddies. You're the pals of Jericho. Cheer 'em on, man. Sorry, that's just so fun to do. And I do like the Southpaw Regional Wrestling plug there. Good job, mate. Chris says he needed a huge charismatic guest, and that would be him. He said he'll get his payback on Sunday. Did you like what he did there? He actually said that. Against Kevin Owens because Kevin betrayed him at the Festival of Friendship. He then beat him for the US title at WrestleMania. Now Kevin is on SmackDown. He says he's the face of America. Chris says that does not fit. What about the hemorrhoid of America? Sorry, I like Chris Jericho's comedy. Miz interrupts after the second cue because he started talking, realised, oh, Miz isn't coming out, and then he started again. It was pretty funny, and then Chris Jericho didn't look best pleased with him. He is obviously joined by Maurice. He said that Raw is no longer Jericho. It hasn't been since they arrived. Miz said Monday Night Raw is all about the It Couple. Chris said, you better watch! Finger pointing It Couple! He said that was adorable. Everyone watching needs to know that the highlight reel has been cancelled. It will be replaced by Miz TV. Miz tells the little people to change the scenery. Jericho does not initially move for the carpet. Can get removed. Miz says if you're ready for Miz TV to start. Before he can start, Dean Ambrose comes out, interrupts, makes his way to the ring. Dean tells Chris that Miz is a stupid idiot. Miz says that Chris never said that, but Chris says he was thinking about it. Dean says you cannot change talk shows. Dean signals for something, and the Ambrose Asylum is back. The potted plant is now replaced with a gift box. Yes, we've got a show within a show within a show. My God, how many shows do we need on Raw? Dean tells Chris that he'll be rooting for him on Sunday, even if that means it does go to SmackDown. He says they've gone to war together, they have fought like cat and dog. It's all about healing power. He mentions that Chris destroyed his potted plant, but Dean reminds Chris about destroying the jacket. Chris reminds Dean that he still owes him $15,000 for the jacket. Yeah, mate, we believe that's real. Dean says he has a gift for Jericho, and Chris is like, I don't really like gifts anymore because what happened, but he gives it him, and it's a jacket with Christmas lights on it. It doesn't actually look half bad, actually. Dean tells Chris to try it on, but Miz stops him. Miz says it looks hideous, but Jericho puts on anyway. Miz says that has the quality of the Intercontinental Champion, who's a slacker and devalues the title. Everyone should be thankful that he is on Raw. They should be thankful that Miz is here to take care of mediocrity that is Dean and Chris. Miz says that people should be giving him gifts. Dean says he has a gift for Miz, and then hits the dirty deeds. Chris asks Maurice if she knows what happens when you marry the Miz. He says, you know what happens when you marry to a stupid idiot. Maurice, you just made the list! Oh yeah, it was good. Then we have our first match. Matt Hardy versus Sheamus. Matt sets up for a twist of fate. Sheamus blocks the boot. Sheamus with a knee to the head. Matt goes to the floor. Sheamus goes to the apron. Goes for a clone off the apron. Matt with a kick, and Sheamus hits a Finley slam. Sheamus pushes Jeff away. Sheamus sends Matt into the ring. Jeff gets on the apron. Cesaro pulls Jeff off the apron. Matt with a kick and twist of fate for the 3 count. Great match, solid match, and the first segment was absolutely amazing as well. Bloody good so far. After the match, Cesaro had some words for Jeff. Cesaro asked Sheamus if he saw what happened. Sheamus tells Cesaro to calm down. Cesaro offers a hand to Matt. Cesaro has calmed down. He offers a hand too. Matt and Jeff shake hands with Sheamus and Cesaro, and then Sheamus raises Matt's hand, and then Cesaro does the same to Jeff. It was nice. It was a nice moment. I did enjoy that. And then Kurt Angle's on the phone, and he's talking about the dumpster match. Kurt said he will talk to Kalisto and see if he still wants to go through with the match. Miz and Maurice hang up the phone, and Miz says it is unacceptable he's waiting for 2 minutes outside the office. Miz says it is bothered He said it bothered him that Dean and Chris interrupted the Miz TV. He wants to know what Kurt is going to do about it. Kurt tells Miz that he'll settle things in the ring if he can find a partner or co-star, because he'll be facing Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose. In that, he did remind him that Miz TV wasn't even scheduled, and then Miz storms off and re-shouts at Angle in French, and Kurt tells her, right back at you. And then she storms off. Absolutely wonderful. I love Kurt Angle. It's so damn good. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Match number 2, Neville and TJ Perkins versus Gallagher and Austin Aries. Gallagher and Aries discuss strategy before entering the ring. They charge after Perkins and Neville. Gallagher with a European uppercut to Perkins. Perkins and Neville hold on to the ropes and stop Aries and Gallagher, but Gallagher and Aries send Perkins and Neville to the floor before the match. And then the finish of the match, Neville with kicks, but Gallagher with a headbutt to Neville. Gallagher blocks a kick from Perkins, and Aries with a forearm followed by a discus 5-arm for the 3 count. Good match. I did enjoy it. It was weird how the match started over a commercial, but what are you going to do? And then there's a dumpster at the ring side for the next match. Braun Strowman said he considers everyone in the arena nothing more than trash. When he stuffs Kalisto into the dumpster, It'll be like stuffing each and every one of you into that dumpster, especially Roman Reigns. Kurt Angle is in the back, and he asks Kalisto if he wants to go through the match. Kalisto's like, Braun treated him like garbage, he said. He just have to fight for honour if he does not belong here. Or if he won't fight for his honour, he doesn't belong here. He was asked, like, do you know what's treated like garbage and being thrown him on? And Kurt was about to say yes, but he interrupted him. Which I didn't like when Kalisto interrupted a man known as Kurt Angle, but what are you going to do? Then we have the dumpster match. Strowman tried to hip toss Kalisto into the dumpster, but Kalisto hits the rope to go back in the ring. They go to the apron. Strowman presses Kalisto over his head, but Kalisto falls into the ring and drop kicks Strowman in the knees, and Strowman falls into the dumpster. Oh yes. You know at this exact point that Kalisto knows he just fucked up, like when that guy eliminated The Undertaker from the Royal Rumble when he just came in and murdered the kid. It's like, oh god damn, you kind of fucked up now. After the match, Strowman kick a choke slam, picks up Kalisto again, another choke slam into the ringside barrier, puts him in the dumpster, closes the lid, pushes the dumpster up the ramp. Producers try and stop Strowman. He thinks of plan B. Teases running over the edge with the dumpster. Then officials come out, hold their arms out to convince Strowman to stop. Strowman straps the lid shut. I'd like to mention that was for Kalisto's safety, so he didn't just fling out as soon as he fell off. And then runs the dumpster and pushes it off the edge of the stage. Oh yes, it was good. Kalisto's being put on a stretcher, and then as he's going through the back, Kurt is with him, with a few officials going into an ambulance to a local medical facility, or in reality, a fucking hospital. WWE, stop calling shit things it's not. Oh, and then Bray Wyatt appears and he asks Randy Orton if he thought he could let this all go. Could he just forget? Some wounds never truly heal. They fester and linger. They infect your mind. The same pain and suffering waits you in the House of Horrors. Every step you take will be a descent into madness. Every room you enter will be an endless nightmare. The best part is you can never leave. The house will be your purgatory, your eternal prison for your mind, an eternal prison for your soul. The deepest, darkest depths of hell are waiting for you, Randy. With your pain and with your suffering, with your agony, Bray says he will be reborn. The House of Hardcore waits for you. Follow the buzzards! I like the promo. I love Brandy. I love bloody Bray Wyatt. So let's move on. It's good. Then Alicia Fox versus Dana Brooke. Emma makes her way to the ringside to watch. Dana with a round off splash. Alicia gets her knees up. Alicia misses the scissor kick, and then Dana with a Michinoka driver for a 3 count. After the match, Emma enters the ring, and Dana wants to know what she's doing in the ring, and then Emma hugs Dana and leaves. It was a funny moment. It was alright. Let's move on. I don't like the fact that Alicia Fox faced Dana Brooke. They're both shit, but what are you gonna do? Then Gallows, Anderson and Samoa Joe are in the interview and talk about their match tonight and what their strategy is. Joe says that it will strike fast because history is written by winners. Carl says they have known Joe for years and they have discussed ways to inflict damage on Enzo. Joe says he will break Seth on Sunday for crimes committed against Triple H and Stephanie in WrestleMania. He shredded one of Seth's ligament in the past, but he might go for the rest tonight. Good promo. Then we go to that match. Gallows and Anderson attack Cass and Enzo to go to the ring. Samoa Joe appears, and then Gallows and Anderson hits a magic killer on Enzo. Seth Rollins comes out. He goes after Anderson Gallows before punching Joe. Gallows, Anderson, and Joe triple team him. Cass manages to get in the ring, and officials check on Enzo as we go to commercial. Kurt announces he has a replacement for Enzo Amore. It is Finn Balor. Oh yes, Finn Balor's going to go against two of the former Bullet Club members in a match. This is mental. Then we have Finn Balor, Cass, and Seth Rollins versus Joe, Anderson, and Gallows. Balor does his usual entrance, so Gallows, Anderson, and Joe attack Rollins and Cass. Finn gets in the ring, and then Luke, Gallows, and Cass start the match. Cass with the running boot to knock Gallows off the apron. Rollins wants Joe, and Anderson tries to attack Rollins from behind. Rollins throws Anderson to the floor, hits a suicide dive. Balor with a dropkick after Joe tries to attack Rollins on the apron and take out the knee. Rollins with the dropkick off the turnbuckle. He sets up for the pedigree but decides to hit the Rainmaker, but it's a knee to the head instead of the clothesline for the 3 count, which is good. I like how he's got his own finisher again, so that's good. Then we see Miz asking Cesaro and Sheamus to be his tag team partner against Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho, but they refuse. Then Alexa Bliss makes her way to the ring. Alexa says every week the superstar of Raw come out and talk about who they like or who they don't like or they want to fight and how they became champion or want to become champion. Then there are some who so bright-eyed talk about how happy they are to be in sunshine and lollipops. When the crowd chanted what, Alexa responded she did not come here to talk, she came here to beat Bayley and become world champion. Bayley comes out. Bayley says Alexa is right, she took no time proving how good she is. She hears Alexa talking about dreams and she knows Alexa is making fun of her. Alexa is the type of person to talk behind your back than to your face. Bayley says she's not just talk. Every single day she works her butt off for this dream to hold on to the championship. She knows there are women in the back who would take the title from her. She wants to stop at nothing and fight every ounce of energy to walk out of her hometown with the title. Alexa says the same God, payback is in your hometown. Does that mean your dad will be there? So she'll get to beat Bayley, humiliate her and take her title in front of her father. She feels bad for Bayley. She's a pathetic sheltered child. She has a question for Bayley. She asks Bayley if she's ever kissed a boy. She is married. I'd like to mention that. She said she probably knows the answer. She said that she will take the title from Bayley. Sasha makes her way to the ring. Alexa says we've got part 3000s of the Sasha Bayley sideshow. Alexa asks Bayley if Sasha put love letter in a lunch when she packs it. Sasha tells the troll wannabe she does not run this place. She did say that she did actually put notes in there. It was funny. The woman with the gold course of shots on Sunday. Bayley will not only show you up, she'll shut you up. Sasha says tonight she'll shut Alexa up. Alexa says that match isn't going to happen. She says it's an important match on Sunday and she says that Sasha's become too unhinged. She does not feel safe with Sasha in the ring. And then Sasha just punches her. Then we have that match. Alexa kicks Sasha in the back. Sasha with an arm ringer crossface, but Alexa gets in the ropes and then goes to the floor and then thinks about things and Alexa decides she's had enough, so she gets carried out, which was really, really, really good. After the match, Alexa goes to the back, but Bayley stops Alexa and tries to bring Alexa back to the ring. Alexa runs to the back, but only to rush out and attack Bayley from behind, and then Sasha runs her off. So that was really good. And then Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho talking in the locker room. Dean says he wants to move past things. Dean says he needs something from Chris so they can work well together. Dean has to be taken off the list. Chris says no one gets taken off the list. Why should Dean get taken off the list? If it was possible. He said Dean still owes him $15,000. And then he power bombed him into tax. He had to pick out 61 tax, weren't it? Out of his body. Dean says it probably won't happen again, even though it was great. He says he likes the jacket. He tells Dean, when you make a peace offering, you've unmade the list! Dean slaps Chris on the back way too many times, so when Dean leaves the locker room, Chris puts Dean back on the list. It was wonderful. I love Chris Jericho. It's so damn good. Then we come back and Enzo and Cass versus Luke Gallows and Cole Anderson will be on the kickoff show on Sunday, and then Finn Balor will be a guest on Miz TV. My live reactions for Payback will be Sunday, so I don't have to film anymore because I'll just do it live. Oh, and then Heath Slater, Kurt Axel have been interviewed, and they are interrupted by the Miz, who tries to get them to be his tag team partners and promise of acting glory. Axel does not want to do it. Slater says he has a partner in Outcomes, cheating crackers. Rhino. Miz says they'll never work in this city. Axel says Kansas City, and Miz says Hollywood, which that was funny. I enjoyed that. Miz says neither of them will make it in Hollywood. Rhino says Maurice needs a cracker. She knocks him out of Rhino's hand. He was not impressed. Miz is handed a note and he says he has an awesome tag team partner. We'll find out that later. Then we have Kurt Hawkins in the ring. He says, who's ready for a helping hand of Hawkins? He says he walks out here and a star is born. First big show, then Finn Balor. He says it's an open invitation to anyone who thinks they've got what it takes to get in the ring with him. Apollo Crews comes out. Crews with a flying boot to the head. Both men are down. Crews with the boot to the head, followed by a flying clothesline and Enziguri with the top, and then a toss powerbomb for the 3 count. And then Titus comes out in the ring and celebrates with Crews. It was alright. Didn't mind it. It was pretty good. Then we're told that Kalisto suffered hip and cervical trauma. I think that says. Okay. Then they see comments from Roman Reigns' interview from earlier mention about he'll beat Strowman and about the loss of his brother a little bit. God damn it, I do feel sorry for you, man. Oh, and then Kurt Angle and Austin Aries are talking in the back, and Kurt said he'll think about Austin Aries as day and get back to him. Austin gives Kurt a banana and leaves, because why the hell not? Then Kurt asks Miz if he found a tag team partner. Miz says a partner found him, and Kurt will be sorry when he sees who it is. The Drifter walks by playing his guitar, and Kurt says he likes his pig, and Miz says that's not him. I liked that moment. There's so many little subtle moments which are nice. Kurt wishes Miz luck, and he said she does not need it, but Kurt says he will. And then they're all in the ring. Miz, Maurice, Jericho and Ambrose. Miz says his partner has a flair for dramatic, and Dean and Chris are in trouble. He introduces his partner. No one comes out. He says he'll need to postpone or cancel this match until his partner comes out. Kurt Angle comes out and he says he is not Miz's partner. He tells Miz that he had to find a tag team partner. Whether you found a partner or not, whether he shows up or not, you have a match now, and it starts right damn now. I like it. To the point. Authority. Kurt Angle, that's good. Then we have that match, a 2-on-1 handicap match. Ambrose tags in, he hits an elbow to the top of the head. Miz begs for mercy. Ambrose tells Miz to tag in his partner. Miz offers a hand to Ambrose, and Ambrose thinks about it. Miz slaps Ambrose and runs out to the floor, but Ambrose follows. Usual Maurice protective Miz thing, which weren't bad. And then Miz goes to the back, but Ambrose stops him. They fight on the announce table. Ambrose sends Miz into the announce table. Ambrose rearranges the table, climbs on top. Then Bray Wyatt's graphic appears, lights come on. Bray Wyatt is on the table, he knocks Dean off. Wyatt with Sister Abigail into the Matrix board. Jericho punches Wyatt and Miz attacks Jericho. Wyatt and Miz punch Jericho. Miz with forearms to the back. Jericho with a co-breaker to Miz. But Wyatt with Sister Abigail to Jericho. He looks back from the corner, he stands over Jericho. Miz packs Wyatt on the shoulder, then that was a mistake because Wyatt hit Sister Abigail on Miz. Wyatt kneels over Miz and says, "Follow the buzzards!" And that was the end of Monday Night Raw. It was a pretty good one this week. I enjoyed it, to be fair. I know my live reactions don't really show that, but I am a tired person. I do really enjoy it. That was a really good episode, actually. Key little bits, like all the little jokes were really entertaining for me tonight. I enjoyed it. Now, as always, if you've enjoyed this episode, please give it a like. Please support me on Patreon, link in the description below. Subscribe to see more content, and I'll catch you later.